Hey, it's Biddy Penny. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am sharing a ton of craft fair makes that I made in 2023. So in 2023, I had a goal to make a bunch of things for craft fairs, and every month I turned out projects. These all have tutorials on my channel. Now, these are in no particular order, but I did make 6 butterfly journals. Now, I don't have everything that I made in this video because obviously I've given things away, I've sold things along the way, but you'll at least see a sampling of the things I made this year. These were some autumn makes of butterfly journals, and I really loved these. These were based on Antonio Makes designs. That's where that butterfly image came from, as well as a couple of other digitals. I used upholstery for my covers. There are soft covers. And Raindrop Lila is where some of the other images came from. I just really loved these journals so much. So I have 4 of those to sell in a craft fair. And then moving on, today you're going to see a lot of journals, notebooks, cards, just whatever came to mind. I made these 4 adorable, well, I actually made more than 4, but I made 3 of those little hardcovers, and then I made this paper bag journal. I need to revisit this and make more of these. I only made 1. This is with a Dreams Etc. kit. It came together so quickly. I made this on my channel, and there's definitely, the process video, but it's made out of like a lunch paper bag, and I adore that journal. These are made out of like cornbread boxes and macaroni boxes, whatever I had, and then with Dreams Etc. digitals. And I kept these pretty basic because the pages are so small, but just beautiful little writing journals. These just have such, I don't know, I just really, really loved these. And I also played with putting my ephemera across my pages in these journals, which I really, really like, and I want to continue. Like here, how I put that whole piece across 2 pages. And I did that quite frequently. I kept the decorations of these very light so they would be writing journals. And I just think they're so, so sweet. So I have 3 of those to sell in a craft fair and a paper bag journal. Yay. I love to have a variety on my tables with lots of different price points. And so I like to have different sized things. I made some photo ornaments or tags as well. And I made these 3 different ways. Again, there's a video here. I won't keep saying it, but I made these 3 different ways. So I have 3 of those to go on my table. I also took my scraps of fabric and like broken chains that I get from the thrift store and charms and embroidery pieces, and I made these bookmarks, these scrappy bookmarks. These were such a fun project. You'll definitely see me revisiting a lot of these things, I think, in 2024. I'm going to keep my craft fair series going in 2024 because it was so productive and so amazing. And I just had an in-person class, and I honestly had more things made than I could haul to the classroom. Well, that's for different reasons. But I have like 4 large boxes full of handmade items that I made just in 2023. So I hope that this series and this video just inspires you. I'm going to put all my craft fair videos in a playlist here on my channel so that you can see all the different process videos because I show y'all how to make all of these. These are my infamous Anne of Green Gables inspired journals. They're infamous for me because I still haven't found that missing box of ephemera. I had made a box of ephemera for 4 journals. That's a lot of making that I have never been able to find. My craft room is almost fully cleaned up, so I don't know where that went. It might have gone in the trash. I just don't know. So I have two of the journals here. I did make four. One's for me, it's over on my bookshelf, so I'm not showing it in this video. And then another one is packaged up, ready to go to a friend for Christmas. So yeah, these were a whole lot of fun. Those printables there are from Tsunami Rose. The Anne of Green Gables inspired printables I got off of Etsy. You could just search Anne of Green Gables and potentially find those. Okay, this was a fix. So do y'all ever have boo-boos and you have to fix them? That's what this journal is. It's an Alice in Wonderland journal. I actually made it like 2 years ago, and then I was not happy with it, so I stashed it away in a box, and I found it this year and I decided to fix it. These ring bound journals, I will say, are not my absolute favorites, and I think that that is what delayed me in getting it resolved. But it's super eclectic. Every page is so different. I find this journal to be inspirational for me because I really experimented with my pages and how I put them together. And I just think it's cute and whimsical. And now, once it's made, I like the rings. So I don't know. I go back and forth. It depends on the day and the time, how much sleep I've had, on how much I like ring bound journals, I think. Um, I've also just recently released a harvest journal, so you guys can go back on my channel and find out more about that. But those would make great craft fair makes as well. These are a couple of Frida journals I made. I think four, and I have, or five, and I have two left to sell. I'm actually, when I pulled these out of the box, I said, uh-oh, those aren't done. I really actually want to go back and add even more to these. So these, I won't be selling these right away. I want to go back. After I made these, about a month or so later, Craft Stash released a Frida card kit, or paper crafting kit, and I want to go back and add some of that stuff here and make more ephemera and things and decorate them a little bit more. One of the covers, the one on the left, is really not done. I want to make that cover, but I loved these. These are a soft cover as well. And I use like a bubble mailer in the middle of two pieces of fabric to make these covers, and that is fun. It was really fun. And then I used scraps of upholstery fabric and bandanas, and they certainly are fun. I think you're going to see a lot of journals like this in the new year on my channel as well, because I'm going to be making a lot of prayer journals for donation in the new year. And these are like, that's a bag of ephemera, it's a tag and a card, and then I have these really simple and beautiful writing journals. These are for people who, you know, are experiencing hardship, and it's just meant to be a real simple writing journal where they can write their prayers or their thoughts and their feelings. And so that's what these are designed to do. And I think that this is a concept that I'm going to really run with in 2024. These scrappy pockets were so much fun, and I think they make these little bundles extra special. I really love these. I made 3 of them. I made a whole bunch of these, and if you have a ton of scraps, this is the project to tackle. That's a little wooden piece that I get at Hobby Lobby, and I just love them. So here is, scraps of like pattern paper and scrapbook paper mixed in with just plain writing paper. Or you could do lined paper if you want. But what I do is basically a couple of sheets of plain paper and then a scrapbook paper, and I just alternate like that. And these make fun little notepads, such good gifts for like teachers, or, a group of friends that you might have. These often do very well in my craft fairs as well. So I have a whole bunch of these, and I have already given a bunch of these away. These are just a fabulous scrap buster. And then here's another variation of the same thing. It's just a different size. So, I'm not really sharing prices. You can price things based on what you want to price things and on what things cost for you. I was thinking the other day, a lot of my stash I bought before inflation or when things were just cheaper. And so, that might be something that you take into consideration. If you look at the costs of what it'll take to replace some of the items, maybe you made craft fair items in 2022. Well, now we're about to turn the new year to 2024, and items and things don't cost what they used to. So you might look at what it costs to replace something when you're thinking about pricing for your craft fairs. But yeah, I really love these little notebooks. They are so fun. They come together super quickly. If you don't have a cinch, which is what I used to make these, to bind these, you could come up with other ways to bind them. You could use those rings like the Alice Journal, the mushroom rings like a happy planner. I mean, use your imagination. Okay, I know there's some card makers among us here, and I think that these are the only kinds of cards that I made for my booth this year, but they are so precious. I do have videos explaining all the dimensions and exactly how I made these. I started with a tutorial from Pink Strawberries, but then I just made it my own. This is a little tag book I made, which is a card, but it has like these tags in it, and then it can hold that gift card there at the back. So this is just a really fun, I think this is another great teacher's gift. And so I made these in different sizes. This is a 5x7 version. I used a lot of Project Life cards this year, like a lot. This one is just scrapbook paper and printables. I love the way these came together. I definitely want to make more of these in the new year as well and play with this concept. But yeah, so these are some cards that will go on my table for the craft fair. I may even end up coming back and doing a virtual craft fair because the one that I usually do in December has already taken place and I missed it. So we'll see. We'll see how much time I have, how much energy I have. This is a 6x6. This is also based on a Pink Strawberries tutorial. Her channel is just amazing, you guys. She does a lot of fun designs. And so this was a fun way to use up my 6x6 papers. And I love that I have a few Christmas makes. I'm definitely doing Merry Monday in 2024. And I want to make things like these that I can sell in my craft fair so that when the time rolls around to do a lot of craft fairs, which I always notice is in the fall time, I want to make sure that I have, like these coffee and summer and spring and Christmas. I want to have items made that for the whole year. So there's some card ideas. I know they're not like cards, but I think when it comes to making cards for craft fairs, you just make cards. I mean, I don't really know how to inspire you there. You can make packs of cards or sell them individually. Okay, these are so fun. So I based this off of Roxy Creations. She did a simple version of this, and I decided to add like this accordion envelope, and then I made it a little journal basically, and hers was more of like a piece of ephemera. But these are just small, simple, beautiful journals. I love this has a fold out journal as well, so it folds out over here and has writing spaces and pages to. It's just a fun journal. I do have inspiration and I have a process video for y'all. So, all of this has process videos. But yeah, you can fill this with ephemera, like that little accordion file. And I think these make a great craft fair item. Here is a twisted tangle that I put on with a brad. And then I actually paper clipped this one. That was not a great choice because this has been in a box for, I don't know, 6 months or something. And it's kind of imprinted and indented that paper. So I don't think the paper clip is the best idea, but that's how we learn is by doing, right? So here's some, I made a whole bunch of these at the beginning of the year. This is like a Christmas checklist notebook. It's got these pockets. You know, every page has a pocket basically. And then there's 12 of them. And so I made this little Christmas checklist. It's for like shopping and cooking and people and cards and whatever. And I thought it was a great like little organizer if you're organizing for Christmas. So I have 3 of those. I got inspiration to make those from my friend Letty. She uses it for her crafty goals, her hashtag crafty goals. Okay, here are some Valentine's journals that I made last year, and I adore these. These are made with Tsunami Rose printables and scrapbook paper and whatever else I could find in my stash, like those heart doilies. These are just so much fun. I I don't know. These made me want to use a Valentine's journal like all year long. Of course, I'm a big like love person. Like I love love. That's what I always say. So that's probably why I could use a Valentine's journal all year long. But I love that I'll have these on my table. So if people want to shop ahead, he reminds me of Clark Gable. I don't know who if that's who that's supposed to be. But I mean, I included like Dollar Tree cards. That's where that tiger card came from, and just anything and everything. I'm not going through these in a super detailed way. I'm just giving you guys lots of ideas. And even more than ideas, I just want to show you what I was able to accomplish because it made me very happy to clean out the closet, take all the totes out, open them up, and see. So see, I made these little notebooks. These are the same as those Christmas ones, but this is where I used a ton of Project Life cards. And these are just little journaling books where people can add their own photographs. They can add pages of journaling if they want into those pockets. They can add pictures and concert tickets or just whatever they want. They're just a fun little notebook. And some of them I added like these charms, and they are stitched together like a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. I guess it's my go-to. It's my favorite way to put most of my books together. So, and I even made like this bow closure to go over that. So I made a couple of those. I just tried to have different themes. So I have like spring and everyday. Okay, I took a box of greeting cards and turned these into prayer cards. So that's what these are designed. These are just designed. They're a 5x7 card. They actually fit in a 5x7 envelope very easily. And it's really just something to send a friend when they need a bit of encouragement. And it's a place where they could write down their thoughts and feelings and prayers, just like a prayer journal. But I'm calling these prayer cards. And I think they're very sweet. And I could see, even myself, I have a friend that I'm sending one of these to. She's had a couple of surgeries just in the last month. And I want to send her one of these. She's so strong in her faith and in her will and positivity. And I just know that she will enjoy one of these. So that's another card idea, but it's kind of different, right? So those are my prayer cards. I sell those for $5, by the way. Okay, here is 3 more journals, and these are like the 3 I showed you before, where they're just real simple. They're based on a Roxy Creations, but these are in a black swan, a ballerina theme. I know this is like really specific. It's going to have to be someone who loves ballet, loves Black Swan, has a daughter who does ballet or something, but I'm not worried about that. There will be someone who comes along who wants one of these. I'm just sure of it. I love them. And I put this little charm on this one. They were so much fun to make. These black swan images came from Dreams Etc. So if you're curious about that, it's a digital download from Dreams Etc. This is the last one I'm going to share with you today. I made this in a live on my channel, and it's made out of a school folder. And I actually just sold this to my friend Deidre at my in-person class. I had a little bit of my stuff set up there, not too much because I couldn't get it all there. There was like this big festival going on and the parking was horrendous. But I got some of my stuff there, and Deidre picked this one up because she's going to a planner convention, and their mascot or whatever are llamas. And I thought that was so cool. So Deidre, I hope you enjoy this and that it serves you well. It even comes with a little Dollar Tree llama stamp set in the back. I couldn't resist. So I hope you enjoyed this craft fair video and all of my makes, and be looking out for more in 2024. Bye guys.